What's up, Vapers? Thanks for checking out Daily Vape TV. My name is Nick, and it's that vlog time once again. That's right, this is episode 40 of my Let's Vape vlog series. I can't believe we've done 40 episodes already, but with that, this is where I talk about my channel and my life and what's been going on and all that sort of stuff and things affecting the vaping industry. So I've got a fairly full show on tap for you guys today. We're going to be talking a little bit about what happened with me and YouTube and the community strike that they handed out, but that is going to come up in just a second here. We've got some first impressions to do, of course. We've got what I've been vaping on and a new segment since we can't do beer o'clock anymore, unfortunately, here on YouTube. We're going to be doing a snack time. Yeah, I'm going to have a snack time for you. After that, we've got some vape mail to unbox, and we're going to do a random review as well. So with that, go ahead and grab your favorite mod, grab a frosty beverage, sit back, relax, and let's vape. All right, guys, we're going to start it off with the big one, what everyone wants to talk about, and that's YouTube handing out community strikes to vape review channels. Now, I myself have been stricken by YouTube for an older flavor review for JUUL. This was over a year ago that video came out, and I have made other JUUL videos since then, but basically they just decided to hit that one for some random reason, and I have already filed my appeal, and I'm waiting to hear the results of that. I'm kind of worried, anxious, nervous, don't know what's going on, and YouTube is famous for not really giving any detailed information about why a video gets flagged or anything like that. It's just basically, you've been flagged, here you can appeal, that's about all you get until you hear back from them. But with that, I am not the only one that has been victimized by YouTube. Other people have been getting flags recently as well. We actually kind of came together as a group of reviewers. I think this is probably the first time, as far as I'm concerned, just kind of going on a group chat with a whole bunch of the other major reviewers out there and just getting everything out there in the open, gathering information, and basically just cataloging it. So we actually have a spreadsheet going to kind of follow our claims and the status of everything. And just looking through here, I could see that so far, Tia Vapes has also gotten a strike. That was on April 25th, and they denied her appeal. That was for a Smoke Vape Pen 22 video, which I have no idea how that would even get flagged in the first place. It's just another review just like mine. We also have Wendy Vapes getting a strike on 4/24 for her Hemp Bombs video. Apparently it was a single strike and channel deletion immediately. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense to me because usually there's a 3-strike system. Also, they denied her appeal. So wow, you guys please go support Wendy Vapes. I mean, I really do sincerely hope she can get back on her feet sometime soon. But yeah, just make sure you show her some love. I'll put links, of course, down in the description below. So we have a couple other people getting strikes as well. On the same day that I got my strike, I believe Zophie Vapes got a strike. We have Sherlock Ohms getting a strike. Ryan Hall got a strike. And I believe Indoor Smokers did as well. So we have several people getting striked at the same time. Now, I feel like this could be a targeted attack. I mean, this is just tinfoil hat time. You know, got to put on the old tinfoil hat here and spread some conspiracy theories. But I just feel like this was a targeted attack. Now, we do have people kind of looking into this situation here. I'm really not going to go into that as much as, you know, I could, but basically we have people behind the scenes kind of looking into the whole situation here and trying to figure out what is going on because we want to know what we're doing wrong so that we don't do it again. And, you know, YouTube is just notorious for not giving us any sort of help or information on how we can prevent our strikes. They just give us vague rules and community guidelines that say no harm, no violence, no, you know, gore, anything like that, and then no sensationalized content as well. But that is such a vague and broad term that there's really no substance to it. I just don't know what else to do. So since this all started, we kind of got together as the Vape YouTube reviewer community and decided that we should probably remove all JUUL tags, we remove all JUUL links, and probably take down all JUUL videos as well. So since that, I have not heard of any new strikes happening since 5/10, but other than that, you know, we kind of had to get a backup plan going as well and search for basically a new platform to kind of mirror our uploads. Now, this is not saying we are jumping ship on YouTube quite yet. I am still uploading videos, obviously, and we will continue to do that as long as we possibly can. However, most of us are going to be mirroring our uploads on other networks. So I really can't talk about it too much because it actually violates YouTube's terms of service to promote other video platforms, but let's just put it this way. there's another very popular video platform out there which I am now a part of, and make sure you follow my other various social media pages closely because that's where this information is going to be. It's not going to be down there in the links, unfortunately, because I can't do that because YouTube says I can't, and I don't want to get another strike. But with that, yes, there is another platform going on right now, and it is definitely very, very promising. We have already been in contact with the said platform about vaping and about, posting our vape videos over on there, and they have responded positively. They actually said that they are completely okay with vaping videos on their platform, and that is something to me that is a bright, shining star, and I really look forward to our future over there. But yes, we are creating ourselves a backup plan just in case the worst happens. But also, make sure you guys just go ahead and support just all of your favorite YouTubers. Make sure you follow them on their various social media platforms, because one day this could all go away here on YouTube, and it's kind of a scary thought because I've worked my ass off for the past 4 years just working and working on my channel just to get it how I want it, and I'm finally feeling myself with it, and it just can all go away. I feel like, I said it on a live stream the other day on my Instagram, I feel like I'm just dangling over a chasm, and I'm just hanging by a string, and I'm just waiting for YouTube to come and cut that string, and I just fall into nothingness. But it's really sad. I've been really kind of like bumming over the past couple of days, but you guys out there have helped me out so much. Thank you so much for that. Thank you to all my Patreon supporters for helping me out. A lot of you guys have bumped up your donations, so thank you so much for that, guys. That really does make a difference because the other video platform is a paid platform. I have to pay yearly for it in order to, host my videos on their page, but just thank you to everyone out there. Thank you watching this video for everything, for all the support, for all the comments, for all the reposts, for all the likes and everything. Just thank you guys so very much from the bottom of my heart. It really does make a difference, and I just have had, a rough couple of days, but I'm finally starting to feel better. We had a good time on Vape Stew and on Salves, so that is definitely a positive thing for me, and, I look forward to continuing on with YouTube and the rest of it. So to wrap this whole topic up, just basically thank you out there for watching this video. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Every little tiny bit of support really does help my channel out, and hopefully we have a good standing in the future. But other than that, patrons, thank you so much for giving. I really do appreciate it. You guys are the reason I am able to basically have my videos on another platform that is a paid platform. And if you feel like giving me a couple of bucks a month, that would be amazing. I'm about to restructure my Patreon as well to kind of give a little bit more back to you guys, and kind of lower the tiers and change the tiers around a little bit, so you guys have more of an opportunity to get some rewards for being so awesome. But also, you can check out the paypal.me link right down there in the description if you just want to tip me a couple of bucks. Everything would be really greatly appreciated, and not only myself but also your other favorite YouTubers, just because hard times right now. Everyone basically just had to go over to a whole new platform and start fresh. So it's going to be really tough for the next couple of weeks and months, just kind of building everything back up and basically creating a whole new fan base. But yeah, make sure you guys ask me some questions. I'd love to cover what I didn't cover in this video right down there in the comments box below. All right, guys, let's move on to a happier topic here. Let's talk about Vaper Expo UK. Just got back from that a week ago, and let me tell you, it was an absolute blast. Dude, the UK is like my second home, I feel like, because I have made so many friends over there, and people are just so accepting of me, and it's just wild that I can, fly for 6 hours and land, and then get off the plane and be greeted by my friends and just instantly start the party. So basically, the reason I went over there is to hang out with my friends and also to possibly get Blaz over into the UK market. So fingers crossed that's going to be happening in the near future. We're trying to expand our line a little bit and just kind of move it out because I do have so many friends over there in the UK, and they want Blaz like crazy. So I'm going to try to get that over there. And, other than that, I just had fun just hanging out with the guys, and we all stayed at the same hotel. Every night was a party, and it was just a whole bunch of fun. So other than that, the event was massive. They did it up huge, and I've heard from a lot of people and a lot of my friends over there that the Vaper Expo UK is the biggest event of the year. year, and that's the one you want to go to. So I'm going to try to make it out for the next one, but we'll talk about that at a later date sometime. But that event was absolutely massive. I almost struggled to even see all of the booths that were on display there. I mean, I hit up as many as I possibly could, and I did try a whole bunch of flavors. I saw a whole bunch of new products, and just got to meet some subscribers as well. You guys out there from the UK, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all the love and support, for coming up and saying hi. I hope everyone got stickers. I really just tried to hand out as many stickers as possible, and I really want to see some pictures of those stickers wherever they end up. So make sure you tag me on Instagram or something like that if you post up your stickers somewhere cool. But yeah, the event itself, it was very exhausting. I walked around so much, and I got to see as much as I could, got to talk to a bunch of really cool people. I loved seeing, my American friends over there. I got to hang out with Stan, Tenacious Texas Vapes, Mike Vapes was over there, Vaping Bogan was over there. Didn't really get a chance to talk to him, but Brian from Vaper Chronicles, Phenom was over there, Billy, aka Heathen, was over there, and dude, cool seeing the Americans and just getting to hang out and basically just talking about the differences. But after the show, obviously, it was a party at the hotel. We had a lot of fun that weekend, a lot of alcohol involved as well. Just tasting some English beers, that was a blast too. I mean, every part of it was just amazing for me. So it was a great show. Let's just put it that way. It was a great show. Great seeing Chris from Empire Vape Co., Jay LVC, Mike's Mex, of course, Vaping with Vic, Postman. Got to meet some of my Irish friends as well. Vaper Bunny, big shout out to Vaper Bunny. Purple Lady Vapor was there. We had, a ton of the UK reviewers. Vaping with Mobro. I mean, I could go on and on and on. I could do a whole episode of just shout outs from the people that were there, but it was just so cool. It was so cool, and I can't wait to go back. I'll be back in the UK in a couple of months for the London Vape Show, and then hopefully again for Vaper Expo UK in October, but again, that's to be determined. Speaking of future expo plans, I really want to go to CVE in Toronto, Canada next month around this time, and just hang out with my Canadian friends up there, hopefully get Blaz into their hands, and hopefully set up a Canadian distribution as well, just because I want to just check out the Canadian scene, check out what Canadian vapors are like and what kind of juices you guys like to vape, and just experience the culture as well. Everywhere I go, I try to do the same thing. I want to eat some really good food, drink some really good beers, and hang out with some really cool people, and just hang out, really, just like vape and talk and just get to know them and just kind of bond. That's what it's all about. So if you are planning on going to CVE, drop a comment in the box below and let me know, because I'd love to meet up with you guys up there. Next one would be probably VCC in Tampa. I'm trying to make it out to VCC in Tampa once again. That is one of my all-time favorite events, just because the Florida vape scene is awesome. It's super rad, a lot of cool people, and it's just a nice kind of little vacation. It's a nice spot that's fairly close to the beach, and you get that nice warm weather. It's going to be probably pretty humid because that event is in July, middle of July, so it's going to be pretty humid and pretty hot, but hopefully I will survive. Definitely going to drink a lot of water at that one. But yeah, that's a great event to go to. Kevin Skipper is an amazing guy, and I really do highly recommend you guys check it out if you haven't been to a VCC Tampa event and you live in the area. Hopefully, again, see you guys all there. We're going to hang out, we're going to drink some good beers, and we're going to talk and bond and all that good stuff as well. And I will, of course, give you some stickers. After that, of course, London Vape Show coming up pretty soon in August. I'm going to be at that one as well. Hopefully, Blaz is over in the UK distribution by then, so I can bring Blaz to London Vape Show, but I will be bringing a ton with me anyways for all you reviewer friends out there. You know who you are. You're going to get some more Blaz. Don't you worry about it. But with that, yeah, London Vape Show, it's going to be at the Olympia in Kensington, and that's going to be at the end of August. It's a bank holiday weekend, I believe. I want to say 24th, 25th, something like that. Sorry if I can't remember the specific dates, but I'll link you guys in the description below. Something I wanted to tease you guys with, but I can't really talk too much about, is the fact that this year I'm going to be coming out with my own device. Now, I'm not going to say what kind of device it is. That's all I'm going to say about the matter for now until contracts and NDA NDAs are signed. However, this year is the year that I finally come out with my own device. Just have at it in the comments box below. I want to hear your thoughts and your speculation on what it's going to be and who I'm going to be working with. But yeah, that's all I'm saying for right now. I really can't talk about it too much, but you guys are going to love it. I really can't wait, and I can't wait to just bring you guys a product that I think you're going to absolutely love. And the last little thing I wanted to talk about in this opening section here is actually some advocacy news. You guys, it's important. The FDA comments period for flavored e-liquids is still open until June 19th. You guys got to get this done. All you have to do is write a simple little paragraph about how flavors affected your ability to quit smoking. Just let them know that without flavored e-liquids, you would not be an ex-smoker, basically. So just tell your story a little bit. It doesn't really have to be too long. It just matters that you do it. You know, if you don't do anything, then no one's going to be able to hear from you. If you do something, then obviously you've done your part. Get your friends to do it as well if they're vapors as well. And this is not limited to the US from my understanding of the situation. This is not just limited to the US. It can be worldwide. So all you guys out in the UK and Europe and Australia and all over the world, make sure you get this done. It's just as simple as clicking a link in the description of this video right down there, typing out a couple of lines and hitting submit. That's all you got to do. It's really super easy. 5 minutes out of your life could save flavored e-liquids. So make sure you guys get that done. So at this point in time, I believe there's somewhere in the area of 14,000 or so comments. Don't quote me on that. I haven't checked the number recently, but that number should be well over 100,000, guys. We got millions of vapors all around the world. Just do your part, get your comments in, and we will be able to exceed that number. No problem whatsoever. Advocacy is important, guys. Just make sure you do everything in your power that you can help the vaping industry, because we need all the help we can get at this point. All right, guys, it's time for some first impressions. And first up, we've got this beauty right here. This is the Grip Mod by Armageddon Manufacturing and Big Lou East Coast Review. He has come out with this very interesting design. It is a side fire button. This little clip piece right here is actually your firing mechanism. When you press that in, it makes a solid connection between the circuit here and it vapes. So simple as that. It's pretty cool. You can also wear it as a belt clip, although it is a bit tricky to get your grip on your actual belt or anything like that. But with that, it's a nice solid hunk of brass. I really love the kind of intricacy with this one here. It's a very different mod. You know, it's not your standard run-of-the-mill tube mech. This is something of beauty and art, in my opinion, and it looks absolutely stunning with the Apocalypse on top of there. Me and Stan got this one, and as well as Mike's Mechs reviews at Vaper Expo UK, so be on the lookout for everyone's reviews of this thing in the very near future. But honestly, so far I'm really digging it. I love the fact that the battery is stuck in one place and there's no firing mechanism pushing in on the battery at all. It's all through the side, and the battery is in constant contact with the pins at the top and the bottom. So minimal arcing. That's what they're claiming with this here. Minimal arcing, and it should be a pretty cool little mod. It is freaking expensive. This one is crazy expensive. I actually paid my own money for this one here. And you know what? It is a very kind of valuable investment, I suppose. If you want to buy like one mod this year, you should definitely check out the Grip by Armageddon Manufacturing, because it's a thing of beauty. This thing is absolutely gorgeous, and it's very, very well made. Let's go ahead and have a quick vape off of this thing. Oh, did I mention the fact that this thing hits super duper hard as well? I've got a 0.11 or 0.12 Fralian build on here from Big Boy Coils. Shout out to Shane Wiseman at Big Boy Coils. He gave me some to try out, and wow, they are absolutely rocking on this thing right now. Beautiful, beautiful, you know, overall kind of design. Lots of cool looking lines going on here. And, you know, it's just a piece of art. You know, I consider a nice mech mod almost like a piece of art, because it's not just a tube with a battery in it. It's got this like elegancy to it, and just you know, kind of a unique look. Plus it's really interesting because I like holding it like this here and firing it with my thumb. That's the most comfortable way I've found, and it kind of makes me feel a little bit distinguished, I guess. That would be the best word, because I'm kind of like puffing on it like this instead of like holding it like this and hitting it from the bottom. But yeah, it's just a different way to mech mod. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. Next up is the Dock RDA from Plan B Supply Company, and this thing came with me to the UK, and it's been my faithful companion ever since. It's a very simple little two-post design with these big kind of screws going on. You can use a flathead screwdriver, or most of the time you can actually get it with your fingers too. You can actually finger tighten these no problem, and I know no matter what, I will be able to get these screw heads off one way or the other, just because of their surface area. So very easy to build on, super duper, nice airflow going on. I rock it wide open all the time, and it's not super duper loud. They come with this little acrylic drip tip, which is a nice touch because I can't stand metal tips, and the other tip is an Ultem tip, which I'm not a huge fan of, but you got this acrylic tip as well right there in the box. But yeah, the dock is just a plain and simple, easy to use kind of RDA. It's very basic. There's really nothing too special about it, but it's not really overly flashy or gimmicky or anything like that. And that's kind of why I like it. And plus, it looks really good on this Dreamer mech here. So speaking of the Dreamer mech, nice transition there, Nick. The Dreamer mech has been really good to me since Stan gave this thing to me at ECC in Ontario. And it's been, you know, along my side for quite some time now, and I've been rocking it a lot because I've been kind of getting back into the whole mech side of things lately. Not sure why. I just guess I have phases I go through. I mean, some days I'll just rock nothing but regulated mods. The next days I'll rock just nothing but mech mods, and then after that it's, you know, series mods, and just I've kind of got these little things that I just get into these grooves. But with that, the Dreamer mech is gorgeous. This thing, I love the curves on this thing. It's just super comfortable to hold in your hand, very ergonomic. The button has a little dimple in it, which makes it perfect for getting your finger right dead center in there. Plus it has these little notches on the side of the button housing, which align your switch, which is great because that way it doesn't turn when you're vaping on it. Usually you'll hit it just ever so slightly off to the side and it'll start turning that button out, which is not a good thing. So this way that prevents that, which is awesome. Stan also recently gave me an Ultem button, which is really neat. I'm not a huge Ultem fan, but honestly I think that just looks really freaking cool. And also he gave me the knurled firing pin. So been kind of testing that out and not had any sort of arcing issues at all, which is wonderful because, as we all know, arcing is definitely not good for batteries. So it's been great. It's been an absolute dream. And with that, it's just found its place in my rotation. The one thing I will say about it is the coating. I know a lot of people have had trouble with their black coating on this thing. And actually Stan recently just announced on Vape Stew that he will no longer be making the black coated Dreamers. So unfortunately, this is one of a dying breed here. And everyone who's got one right now should probably just put it away and put it in a box, because that is going to be kind of a collector's item, because he's not going to be making any more coated Dreamers, just the raw metal, stainless, copper, and brass. So hold on to one if you got one and the coating is still in decent shape. Mine is starting to see some wear and tear, and I just barely have been, you know, taking it with me to places. You know, usually I just keep it here at the little studio that I've got and use it at work and that kind of thing. But I did take it to me to the UK with me, and it's definitely seen some battle scars here. We've got some kind of nicks and gashes going on up near the top section here, and a few little minor ones at the bottom. It just feels like the coating is too thin. It doesn't really stick well to the metal, and yeah, it just doesn't quite cut it in this industry. It's got to stand up to a little bit more abuse if I'm going to be happy. Performance-wise, it is absolutely stellar. I love the self-adjusting mechanism in the bottom to eliminate battery rattle. You can use either an 18650 with an adapter, a 2700, or a 21700. Personally, I like using it with 2700s because I've got quite a few of them, and I don't have that many 21700s, and I don't have any really good 21700s, so I'm going to have to start my battery collection up again with some decent 2700s and 21700s. Just to use in this Dreamer here, but it's a gorgeous piece to have. I think everyone should just grab one because they are relatively inexpensive as well. For under $100, you get a super hard-hitting mech mod, and it's just a dream to just hold on to this thing. And yes, I know I've said dream twice in this first impression, so I'm just going to shut up now. So I totally forgot to put out the feeler post for the shoutouts earlier in the week, so I don't have anyone specifically to shout out. However, I wanted to shout every one of you guys watching right now. Thank you guys all so very much for all the love and support over the past couple of days. You guys you mean the world to me, and I just wanted to say thank you, and I will be giving back to you guys shortly with a huge giveaway here on the channel, as well as on the Patreon. We're going to be starting up some giveaways on there. Like I said, we're going to be restructuring a little bit so more people can get in on the giveaways. We're going to be doing a giveaway on my Daily Vape TV Cloud Crew group on Facebook, so make sure you guys join that. And these are all exclusive giveaways. I'm not going to be cross-posting at all. It's going to be one giveaway in the group, a giveaway here on the channel, a giveaway on Instagram, and a giveaway on Patreon as well. You can get in on as many as you want to, but you know, it's just going to be one per social media platform. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all the support, especially my patrons. You guys are the best. If you want to become a patron for yourself, the link's right down there in the description. If you don't want to sign up for a monthly donation, then you could do a one-time donation with the paypal.me link. And every little bit counts, guys. It really does make a difference. I'm planning on coming out with some more merch and stuff like that. I really have to get a website going now because that I feel like could be a good central hub sort of for everything Daily Vape TV related, but we'll talk about that at a later date. But yeah, just thank you guys. Alright guys, so I've got a ton of stuff to mention as far as what I've been vaping on this past week, and I'm just going to go really quick with it. So here it goes. We have the Purge Twisted Mech Mod with the Carnage RDA on top. Inside there we have some Riot Squad e-liquid. This is Iron Brews flavor, and it's a really kind of unique orange citrusy sort of blend with menthol. A nice good healthy dose of menthol in that one. Absolutely delicious stuff, and I've been vaping on this ever since Fresh Build Friday came out, so let's go ahead and have a vape on this one. It's kind of a tic-tacky sort of orange candy flavor with a nice healthy dose of menthol in there, which is super duper refreshing. I have been falling back in love with menthol ever since I got back from the UK and started trying these UK e-liquids. They do a lot of menthols over there, and you know what? It's nice. It's a nice change of pace for me. Next up, we have the grip mod with the Apocalypse RDA on top of there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous setup. One thing I really can't stand about it, though, is polishing it. Yeah, it's a chore for sure. This one is pretty much every couple of days polishing job there. And already I cleaned it yesterday and it's already got tons and tons of fingerprints all over it, and it's going to need a polish in the very near future. But with that gorgeous combination, you guys heard me talk about the grip mod in my little first impressions. Obviously the Apocalypse RDA, one of my favorites of all time. Very simple little RDA there. And we've got some big boy coils in here right now, some Fralians. Big shout out to Shane from Big Boy Coils once again. He does an excellent job with these things, and the juice that I'm vaping on is Ultimate Juice. This one is called Deep Purple, and I believe this one is a black currant with menthol again. Lots more menthol to come with these UK flavors, but like I said, loving it. Next up, we have the Defiant Designs TS, the triple parallel mod by Greg Stevens. He did a wonderful job with this. I love the curves on this thing. It feels so nice in the hand. It's fairly lightweight for being a triple battery. I love the switch design. I love where the bottle is placed. You can kind of hit it with your ring finger and just keep this thing nice and topped up. The bottles are not super soft, but they're not super hard as well. They're pretty easy to squonk on. And rocking the Templar on top of here with a double helix designs color changing tip. setup. This is my all-day sort of setup. This thing just goes with me everywhere. I can just have one set of batteries and one bottle fill, and I'm pretty much good for all day long. And yeah, I've been really digging this one. The Templar RDA is really nice. It's got a very smooth airflow going on, slightly reduced chamber, so it's a little bit better for the flavor, and overall, just really, really digging it. Oh yes, one of the best feelings in the world is a fresh set of batteries on that thing. Almost forgot to mention I'm vaping on some Blazberry. This is my own creation, of course, and now it's available on TenaciousTXVapes.com, so make sure you check it out there. The coupon code is posted in the Facebook group if you want to check that out as well, but you can also check out Blaz Liquids, and my coupon code is just DailyVapeTV for 20% off. Next up, we have the Falcon Tank on top of the 21700 Wismec RX2, and this thing, again, this is kind of like an all-day setup for me, but I do have to fill the tank a few times, even with the bubble glass on there. Things I like about the Falcon Tank, it is a great tasting tank. The mesh coils on this thing are fantastic, very, very crisp flavors, and the juice does last a little bit longer with that bubble tank. However, it sticks out and looks a little bit ugly, but we'll talk about that in the full review. As far as the flavor that I'm vaping on, it's this Riot Squad e-liquid. Once again, we got Riot Squad. This one is called Sublime. Wow, this one absolutely got me through Vaper Expo UK, because your mouth just gets so dried out from all the talking that you do and all the VG and PG in the air, and just everything just kind of hits you. Well, Sublime is a very palate refreshing sort of e-liquid. Nice kick of menthol in there, and just kind of gets your taste buds going. Love the tropical kind of citrusy fruits going on, and I'm really, really digging this stuff. Next, we have the Dreamer Mech Bod by Times Vape and the Doc RDA on top of there. We've pretty much already talked about that as much as we can in this video, so I'm just going to go right onto the juice. It's Vapor Freaks, another one from the UK. This is Banshee, which is summer fruits. It doesn't really give you a very descriptive kind of flavor on there, but yeah, it's just a very delicious kind of berry flavor. It's almost like a berry and a tropical kind of came together and had a baby. Yeah, it is colored e-liquid, as you can see in the bottle here. It's kind of got that pink tone going on. Not too much of a fan of colored e-liquids in general, but it doesn't kill your coils. I'm surprised to say that it doesn't actually destroy your cotton. That is pretty darn good for a week of vaping on this cotton here. And, you know, normal e-liquids will just gunk it up immediately, but this one actually does not. So I can kind of, you know, I can kind of take a little bit of color as long as it doesn't have a ton of sweetener in it, which this one definitely does not. Other than that, yeah, it's just a really good flavor overall. I just really wish they colored their bottles instead of the juice itself. And last but not least, we have Dull Dime Mod number 20 checking in. Michelle Lynn, the creator of Dull Dime Mods, does not sell her mods. She gives them to people that she deems fit, and I am happy to be an owner of one of these things. I am honored and proud to have this thing in my hands, and I love using it. It's a gorgeous piece to behold and show off and just kind of talk about with people. The insides of this thing are immaculate. You know, I've showed you guys before, but just look at that. That is absolutely super duper clean. I've got my Authentic Velocity V2 sitting on top of there with a custom cap made by my buddy, the Vaping Machinist. He's on Instagram. Make sure you check him out right down there in the description below. He made me this gorgeous little aluminum cap for it just to reduce a little bit of weight and kind of make it look a little bit more sleek and stylish, and kind of like my cloud cap. I like the little cyclops eye that he did and the subtle little kind of curve up at the top here, and it's an 810 fitting drip tip, which is gorgeous, and of course DHD Goldie tip up top, and yeah, this is just a really great setup. So the juice that I'm using in there is called Wicked Haze by Nasty Juice. They gave me a whole bunch of these TPD promo packs and these little 10 ml bottles. So I look forward to going through them one by one and trying them all out. But that's what I've got for you guys this week. Let's go ahead and move on. You guys know what time it is. It's my favorite part of the vlog. It's beer o'clock. Whoa, 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 we can't do that anymore on YouTube. That goes against the community guidelines. So instead, we're going to have some family-friendly snack time. All Alright guys, welcome to snack time. I've got a whole bunch of treats here straight from the UK, and I figured this would be a good way to share my experience with you, as well as, you know, the US viewers are going to see something different, and the UK viewers are going to probably have a good laugh. So let's start off with some Walker's Prawn Cocktail Crisps. Yeah, to you US viewers out there, these are called chips, but to everyone in the UK, these are crisps. As you can see, it kind of looks like the Lay's logo. I guess they're a sister company or something like that, but these are crisps, prawn cocktail flavored, and they have a very interesting smell. Kind of smell like feet. You know, it's a very interesting smell. A little bit like salt and vinegar, but with almost like a funky kind of odor to it. I'm not saying it's like a bad thing, but it's different for sure. Yeah, let's just go ahead and have a bite. So it has a very unique flavor. It's kind of like if you took a packet of shrimp flavored ramen seasoning and dumped it over salt and vinegar chips. That's what I would kind of compare it to. And it's not bad. I mean, I'm not a huge shrimp kind of person. Not a big fan of prawns or shrimp or anything like that. Seafood in general is really not my thing, but they taste a lot like salt and vinegar. So kind of on the fence about this one. I'm kind of leaning towards the okay side because you really don't get a lot of that like fishy kind of odor or flavor. And yeah, it makes for a pretty interesting experience. Texture and all that, pretty much same as Lay's potato chips. So as far as that's concerned, it's almost identical to what we have here in the US, but with a little bit of prawn seasoning. Next up, I've got Monster Munch Flamin' Hot. Yeah, I actually tried a different flavor. I tried the pickled onion flavor over there. I have not tried the flaming hot yet, so this is going to be a first for me right here on camera. So what more to do? Give it a shot. And yeah, they have these like really kind of weird shapes to them. They look like hands, or maybe that's a monster. I don't know. I think is that a monster? I can't tell. Either way, let's go ahead and try it out. You know what, for advertising Flamin' Hot on the bag, they're really not that bad. They have a little bit of an afterburn to them, but overall, it's kind of tame compared to what we have here in the States. I would say the closest comparison would be like a Flamin' Hot Cheeto, but instead of the little crunchy ones, it's more of the puffed up ones. Same kind of like airy texture to it. And yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. They're really good, actually. I definitely like the pickled onion flavor a little bit better, but these are not bad at all. All right, so now we're going to try out some chocolate. Now, I must preface this by saying that I'm not a big chocolate fan, but maybe I just haven't been eating the right kind of chocolate. All the Brits have just been trashing American chocolate. They said it's crap. And I got some of this Cadbury right here. This is dairy milk chocolate. And let's go ahead and have a little square, shall we? One interesting thing about this Cadbury chocolate is it's a lot lighter than American chocolate. If I put this side by side with a Hershey bar, you would say the normal Hershey bar looks like dark chocolate in comparison to this. This is really, really like milky chocolate. So let's go ahead and try it out. One thing I absolutely love about this Cadbury chocolate is how quickly it melts. The second you grab that piece, it starts melting in your fingers, and you pop it in your mouth, and it just melts on your tongue. And it's the smoothest, creamiest chocolate you've tasted in your life. Really, really good stuff. Comparing it to American chocolate, this stuff is like just pure milk almost. Just melt in your mouth, really rich flavor. Really, really good stuff. I would probably weigh a good 10 to 20 pounds more if I lived over in the UK and had access to this stuff 24/7. So this is the same thing, but with caramel inside. So let's just go ahead and have one of these for science. Oh, that is glorious. It's very smooth, creamy caramel with that little hint of like salt and melty chocolate. Like I said, instantly starts melting the second it touches your tongue. And that caramel is just super duper silky smooth. Oh man, it's turning me into a chocolate fan. And I've never been a chocolate fan in my entire life, but this Cadbury stuff is amazing. So the next thing I've got for you guys is this right here. This is a Kit Kat, but it's not just a regular Kit Kat. It's a chunky peanut butter Kit Kat. Are you kidding me? Why do we not have this over here? It's not fair. So let's just go ahead and open it. And once again, you know what? Same thing like the Cadbury chocolate. It's a very light milk chocolate. It is no joke chocolate. And let's just go ahead and have a bite. I'm dying to try this one. That is glorious. Why do we not have this? It's not fair. It's nice, smooth milk chocolate with a layer of peanut butter. A little bit of crunch going on there. And then you have the wafers as well. And even more little chocolate layers in between. This is something we need. We need this in America. Oh my God. This is absolutely fantastic. But I swear to you, the chocolate is no joke better than it is over here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just speaking the truth here. I like the UK chocolate better than the chocolate that we have here. I'm going to have another piece. So anyone watching in the UK right now, please hook a brother up. We need like a case of these over here. I think everyone should try this because it is absolutely fantastic and I cannot get them over here. But wow, Kit Kat chunky peanut butter, absolutely amazing. Next up, we've got kind of a wild card. These are milk flavored chews. I have no idea what these are supposed to be. I mean, it's literally just a milk flavored chew. It comes in these little tiny squares, kind of like a Starburst candy or something. But they are white, as you can see. It's kind of like a white, almost like taffy kind of thing. Milk flavor. Let's try it out. It's got a very interesting texture, about halfway between like a Now and Later and a Starburst candy, but it tastes like cream and like nougat. If I had to make a comparison, I'd say you take the nougat out of any given American candy bar and just put it in a little square block and you get these things here. Kind of unique, kind of different. It's a little bit bland, but yeah, I guess I could see the appeal. I mean, it's just kind of an interesting nougat-only candy. So the next one I've got is kind of interesting. These are flying saucers, a little styrofoam-looking sweets with some sherbet inside, and it's not the sherbet that you're thinking of. It's like little powdery sherbet. So let's go ahead and grab one of these things and try it out. Now, the secret with these is you're supposed to just kind of suck on them until it dissolves in your mouth. So let's go ahead and do that. These are really weird. I'm not going to lie. These are strange, but I would have to say that it's kind of a texture thing overall. You put it on your tongue and it feels like it's not meant to be in your mouth because it's almost completely flavorless. It's kind of like a rice cake or something like that. Then you just let it flatten and just dissolve on your tongue and you get to that middle bit, which is the sherbet, and it's almost like a pixie stick inside a packing peanut. That's the closest comparison I can make. So it's really more of an experience kind of thing. You can't just swallow it whole or bite straight into it or anything. You have to just let it melt on your tongue, and that's how you get the true experience with these little flying saucers here. But I gotta say, these things are definitely interesting. So the next thing I've got for you guys is actually what's inside those flying saucers. This is what they call sherbet. So apparently what you're supposed to do is lick your finger, dip it, and then lick it again. And that's what I'm gonna do. So the first thing I have to say about this is you're going to end up with seriously blue fingers, because just from that one little dip, I've got a blue finger here, and I'm assuming, yep, my tongue as well. So the other thing is this would just be a bag of germs if you were sharing with a couple of people. So I would just say keep this one for personal use only. It is an absolute mess. I could feel it in my beard already, and it's just kind of like everywhere. One little kind of misstep with this stuff, and it's just going to go absolutely everywhere. So it's kind of a messier candy, and it's not something that I'm used to. It's definitely not what we call sherbet over here in the States. Next up, we have some wine gums. Yeah, wine gums. Not a clue why they call them wine gums. They don't really taste like wine, and I don't know if they're made with wine. But let's just go ahead and check it out here. We have a couple different colors. We have an orange. And these smell kind of funky. I'm not going to lie. They smell a little bit funky. But we have an orange one here. And tastes like orange. Tastes pretty much like an orange kind of chewy candy over here. Has the same kind of gelatiny sort of consistency. So I think this one is supposed to be green. It's kind of like a brownish tint if you ask me, but if you put it up to the light, it's got a green hue, I suppose. So let's try this one out. Oh yeah, lime, all the way through, lime. It's actually really good. These are really good. I'm liking it. This one looks different. This one kind of looks like a reddish kind of one. So let's go ahead and try this one. I'm getting kind of a raspberry. That's my guess for this one. I'm guessing raspberry. Kind of tastes like berryish. There's this one that's orange, but it's a different shape. So I'm going to go ahead and try this one as well. Pretty sure that's the same orange. It's just a different shape. But we have this yellow one here. It's kind of yellowy orange. I'm guessing more of yellow. Let's try this one. Yeah. Pretty typical lemon. I'm definitely getting just a straight up like lemon. So there is a black one as well, but I don't have any left in the bag, so I'm gonna have to go back to the UK and grab some of those. So the last thing I've got for you guys are these right here. These are rhubarb custard sweets, and they're basically hard candies with some sugar coating to them with a rhubarb and custard flavor. So yeah, let's go ahead and try one of these out. I love rhubarb, so it's gonna be probably my favorite thing out of all of them, but let's go ahead and try it out. So it takes a couple of seconds to kick in, but I'm getting a really nice, like, sweet and sour rhubarb flavor. And I grew up with rhubarb. I ate rhubarb pie all the time, so I'm familiar with said flavor. The custard part of it doesn't really come through all that thick, but kind of has like a creamy aspect in there as well. Very much muted in the background. You don't really get a whole lot of it, but that rhubarb flavor, though, that tangy sort of sour is really, really good. Rhubarb is a very unique sort of, you know, you had to grow up with it to really appreciate it, but A-okay with me. All right, guys, that about does it for snack time. I hope you enjoyed watching me try some foods from across the pond. And for all my UK viewers out there, I hope this wasn't too offensive to you, and I hope that you had a good laugh at me trying out your favorite snacks. But with that, if you guys liked this, then leave a comment down there in the box below. Maybe I'll do some more kind of snack time things. I really do like doing tastings and that kind of thing, but let me know what you think right down there in the comments. It's vape mail time. Yay! We have some vape mail to unbox, and the first one I have here for you guys is completely random. I have no idea what it is. It's a very, very lightweight box. It could be coils. I don't know. Can't really tell. So, only one thing to do, and let's get into the box here. So, let's go ahead and do that. Boom. Oh, careful. Don't stab yourself. I say it every time. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it's really neatly packed. So there's that. Oh, careful. Okay. Lots of packing material and only one thing in here. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a solo flat. A solo flat kit by Vaptio. And actually, ta-da! I got it at the Vaper Expo UK. So, yeah, let's just have a puff on it. It's a refillable pod system. You can put your own juice in there. It's got this little silicone stopper thing, and it's kind of sink-sized. If any of you remember the Sink by Vape Forward, it's kind of about that same size, except a little bit longer. Has a very plasticky feeling tip and a big old LED bar right down this side here. It's not a bad little kit, and now I have one to give away, so there you go. Perfect. Next one I've got is something I know exactly what it is because I got some messages from a certain someone about this a few days in advance. But I've been really excited to get into this one. Cannot wait. So this one is from Dwayne. Dwayne sent me... Oh, yay, stickers! We got some Homeboy OC stickers. Thanks, Dwayne. Oh, finally, the Rage. I got the Rage. I'm so excited. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for this thing. Get out of there. Oh, that brushed Rage though. That looks sick. Dude, this thing is gorgeous. Wow, I have been waiting so long for this thing. And the brushed finish is absolutely stunning. He also sent me a purple recoil for my little purple mod here. We're gonna have a full purple setup in a couple of days when I get this thing all set up. Oh, that's gonna be nice. And he sent me, oh nice, an extra little squonk bottle as well. And a dock tip, because I screwed up my other dock tip and I've been waiting on one of these things. So we got a dock tip, a Rage, an extra squonk bottle, some stickers, and a Rebel from Dwayne. Dwayne, thank you so much. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for putting up with me bugging you about this thing. But I've been waiting for this since ECC, and I've been dying to try it out, and I finally have one in my hands, and we're going to set it up very, very soon and test it out probably for next week's vlog. We'll give you guys my first impressions on this one. Alright guys, it's time for a random review, and today we're looking at Riot Squad e-liquid Sublime. This one is described as blends punchy citrus flavors with forest fruits. A tangy lime and lemon combination dominates this e-juice with a subtle black currant flavor, adding sweetness for a balanced vape. Now, they love their blackcurrant flavors over there in the UK, and I don't blame them. Blackcurrant is really delicious. We just don't really get it over here in the States, which is really unfortunate because, you know, it's a flavor that we don't get to try out. So blackcurrant, the only one that I know of that's a blackcurrant flavor is, I believe it's My E by Lane Cove Vaper, Ruby Ruse line, and that is really good stuff too. So if you haven't tried any sort of blackcurrant flavor, then try that one out. But this one here, definitely the lemon and lime dominate this one big time. It is a very pungent sort of lime flavor. I'm a big lime fan, so that's definitely okay in my book. But let's go ahead and have a puff on this one. Now, not very often do we get to see a very good lemon lime flavor, and this one here is absolutely fantastic. It's like almost a kind of natural-ish sort of lime with an almost candy-ish sort of lemon, so it kind of makes for one kind of interesting combination, and it has a very strong kick of menthol in this one, really, really strong, and that is really the best part for me, because this stuff right here is the reason I was able to make it all the way through the Vaper Expo without getting a sore throat. I just kept vaping on this stuff here, just freeze your throat cold, and it feels really, really nice and refreshing on a warm summer day. So one more pull off of this one, and then we'll just leave it there. Yeah, this stuff is really, really good. I do highly recommend you try it out for yourselves. It's over there in the UK, and they're breaking into the US market currently, so keep an eye out for this one. If you want to stay up with all of their latest updates, make sure you check out their website. I'll leave a link right down there in the description below. But that about does it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. Don't forget to click that notification bell right next to the subscribe button if you want to be alerted whenever I upload videos. Also, leave me some comments in the box below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about any of the topics that we talked about in this video. Also, check out the advocacy and my social media links right down there in the description below. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support over the past couple days. Again, it really means the world to me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and as always, vape on.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.